Hi guys, I'm back with a new tutorial. This one was requested quite a few weeks ago and I'm so sorry that I'm just now getting to it, but with the holidays and with work, work again. The guy that works the weekday overnights quit the week of Christmas. So that was nice. That was a good present to get 3 days before Christmas. Anyways, this is a pretty much everyday purple look. And it's just a tiny bit dramatic, but if you skip the gray smoked out on the lower lash line, this would be a great wearable everyday purple look. I do incorporate a cream shadow just as a base in the beginning, and that's kind of all the purple that you'll need. So you don't really need a purple eyeshadow, you just kind of need a purple cream base. So you could use the L'Oreal shadow pencils, the Rimmel eyeshadow pencils, the Jordana eyeshadow pencils, the Maybelline color tattoos, or what I am using, which is the ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow. So that's just the base, and then the rest of it is just washes of neutral colors over the base, so it makes this really nice sort of dreamy blended look on the eye. I'm also going to be using the Urban Decay Vice palette. The colors that I'm using in here are really basic colors. I'm using very neutral basic colors, like a pinky neutral matte, a mauve matte color, and then a gray matte. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You can dupe those totally. You can even make them shimmery if you want to, but I think what I used in there was matte or satin. So anyways, I'm also using a new foundation today, which you will see if you keep watching this video. So let's go ahead and get started and do the makeup thing. So I've primed my eyes with a Wet n Wild primer, and now I'm going to take a ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow. You can use an eyeshadow pencil, you can use a Maybelline color tattoo, anything like that. But I'm going to take this one from ColourPop. This is called Lace. Just kind of a metallic purple, and I'm going to kind of swirl my brush around in that a little bit. And I'm just going to buff that into the outer corner. And into the crease slightly. Take my finger and kind of gently blend it inward. So you have something kind of like that, just on that outer corner and fading inward. And we're going to put that away. We're going to go to a nice light neutral. This is on Naturel from Lorac. It's kind of a satin shade. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to put that all over my brow bone and down to the crease, going over that purple. Now I'm going to take my Vice 3 palette and I'm going to go into sort of like a light pinky shade right here. This is Truth, this shade right here. Same brush, and I'm going to put that all over my lid and overlapping that purple. So we're lightening that up. Okay, now I'm going to go into DTF, which is sort of a, I don't know, like a neutral mauve shade, like a brownie mauve shade. And we're going to put that in the crease. For eyeliner, I'm just going to go in the waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Desperation. This is a matte gray shade. You can use taupe from the Rimmel Scandalized pencils if you want to, or you can go with a nice pale shade to open up the eye more. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to go into this shade in the Vice 3 palette called Defy. This is just a gray shade, matte gray. just going to take that on a brush and just put that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And for mascara, of course, I'm going to be using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. Alright, now we're going to move on to the face. Okay, for foundation today, I'm going to be using a new one. This is from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline, oh damn, the cap is backwards, Fit Me Matte+Poreless Fit Me Foundation, normal to oily skin. So we're going to try this out. My shade is Natural Beige. Buff that in with a buffing brush from Real Techniques. Alrighty, looking pretty good, pretty matte. I like it. Not really, you know, masking pores or anything like that that I can tell, especially around here is where they're really big for me. Not really seeing that, but other than that, nice coverage, nice medium to full coverage, and very matte. Okay, so for concealer, I went ahead and used my Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Concealer. For contour, I used the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And for just all over powder, I used the Hourglass, let's see, Radiant Light highlighter. If you don't want to pop for something this expensive, go ahead and use the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear powder. It is awesome. It's the illuminating powder. Pretty much the same concept, nice and illuminating, and, you know, glowy powder, but not too glowy. Okay, so for cheeks, I'm going to be using this new blush from Wet n Wild. This is from the Fergie collection. This is, well, the Fergie Center Stage collection. This one is called Brush with Destiny. It's their new Around the Clock blush. So this is supposed to be a long wearing blush, and yeah, there's the shade right there. It's a nice sort of peachy coral shade with some shimmer in it. So we'll just see how shimmery it is. Where's my brush? We're just going to see how shimmery this is. I'm going to tap my brush into that and pop that on. There's some glitter going onto the face, but it's really more of a fine shimmer once it gets buffed in, so not too bad. So that was Brush with Destiny. This is from a display at Walgreens right now. There's another one called Brush with Brilliance as well, which looks like it could be a NARS Orgasm dupe, actually. Okay, so for lips today, I'm going to be keeping it nice and neutral. I'm going to be using this new Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick. That's what the packaging looks like. I bought several of these. This is a new display at Walgreens as well. They also have new liquid liners. This one is called Matte Blush number 202. So there's that. I would describe the texture of these lipsticks right between like a traditional matte lipstick that's really, really drying and a Revlon matte balm. I mean, they're just right in the middle. They're very comfortable, but they're not drying, but they're not hydrating. If that makes any sense. They're just, you know, there. And the color payoff on these are beautiful. I'm going to be having swatches of these up on my Pinterest very soon, hopefully before this video goes up, so you can go there. The link is in the description box if you'd like to check out my polished and powdered swatch board. A lot of the new things that I get, I swatch on there and take photographs and all that good stuff. So check that out. Also, all of my videos go there as well. If you want this to be less smoky, you can definitely skip out on the gray on the lower lash line. But other than that, This is a very wearable look, and I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!